Good afternoon or morning, depending on where you are. So, today we're gonna be discussing the new 3D photos feature on Facebook, and I'm gonna show you how to make one using your computer, as well as designing the new emoji for the Discord community.
Sorry to disturb you.
Okay. We're gonna be designing the new Discord emoji today. The winner of the last dad joke competition was Mary, so Mary made a very interesting request for our next emoji. Um, Trying to figure out how I'm gonna work this in, but we'll see. So I'm actually gonna show you the picture that Mary chose for the new emoji. And for those of you in the Discord, I'm sure you've seen this several times, so I'm going to just paste that in now. And this is going to be our new emoji. However, I did a few tests with it, and you won't be surprised to know it doesn't really read well as an emoji. So what we're going to do today is we're going to make Kirby. But cuter, I guess. So first things first, we're just gonna do a quick sketch. Sketch it out, find out how the composition will look. And Kirby is gonna be in my style, I guess. Unfortunately, I think, yeah, Mary is lurking somewhere. So I don't know if you're gonna be able to. I could draw a loaf of bread with a phone. I could. Should I do that instead of Kirby? Alright, so while we're doing that, the other thing I'm going to do today is I don't know if you guys have been on Facebook recently, but in the artist community, especially today, there's been a rush of 3D photos. 3D photos are basically a flat 2D image with some fake um three-dimensionality added to it. I thought they were really cool. I finally figured out how to make it work on Facebook today when I was doing some experiments. So we'll see. I'm just doing that. So right now I'm just gonna do the sketch of the drawing. Since it's an emoji, I don't think it's gonna take very long, so I do believe we should be able to do both tutorials in the same, in the same 4-hour period, yeah. So right now I have Kirby with a phone. I am not quite sure what I'm looking at here, so just see with me. Kirby has sort of a helmet. I'm not quite sure. Waddle Dee? What is Waddle Dee? Guys, I like Kirby because Kirby looks like a plushie. I'm not sure. What is Waddle Dee? Now I'm gonna have to go find out. See with me as I do. Oh. Oh. That does not look like Waddle Dee. What did they do to him? I know this character. What did they do to him? Why are they making him look... Okay. So that explains the strange shapes I was seeing. Turns out it's not Kirby, it's Waddle Dee. So let's go draw Waddle Dee. I'm gonna get a picture of Waddle Dee for you guys so you can see that I'm not hallucinating. That does not look like Waddle Dee. Alright, so there we go. That's a Waddle Dee. And that's a Waddle Dee. And in no way, shape, or form is that a Waddle Dee. Maybe if I smushed him really, really hard, that's how he'd look. So now that I have my Waddle Dee references, let's see what we can do. So Waddle Dee is sort of a little bit more gumdrop shaped than Kirby. Kirby's an actual circle, and Waddle Dee looks like a gumdrop, in my opinion. So we're gonna do a gumdrop shape. And I'm just fabricating a foot here. I want to put the phone on this side, mostly because it's easier for me to draw this mirror than it is for me to draw it exactly. So it says I'm calling the police. Unfortunately, there have actually been instances to use this. So let's see. Aww. But it doesn't look like Waddle Dee though. I'm sorry, Mary. It really doesn't look like Waddle Dee. Yeah, little mini Mona is confused. It doesn't look like a Waddle Dee, I'm sorry. Okay, so this is just the rough sketch. I'm not actually sure what style I'm doing this in. Waddle Dee apparently does not have a mouth, which kind of saddens me. But it does have a sleepy face that I think is adorable. So I'm actually gonna hit erase here and take that out. Clean up this face and see if that... I actually think this is pretty cute. This is a pretty cute character. It's like a mochi ball. Um, so it's got hands. So I designed some emojis maybe last year, and I'm completely fabricating a hand right here. What I've learned about emojis is that you kind of have to exaggerate everything so that you can see them when they're like yay tall. So I'm gonna exaggerate Waddle Dee's eyes and those cute little cheek blushes that it has. And we're gonna actually move Waddle Dee all the way up and see. Now I'm gonna work on a background for this, not that it's gonna be in the actual emoji, but just so that I can show you guys how to do the Facebook depth photos. If you're watching this live, the Facebook depth tutorial is gonna be in the second half of the stream. If you're watching this as a replay, I will put in the description. Okay, I will put in the description where the Facebook tutorial starts. Um, I've seen the plush that Mary posted in the Discord. Um, Let me love it from afar. I really want to give it a mouth, but I can't. Alright, so this is looking to be our new emoji. And I'm actually gonna hit erase on this so I can actually see what's going on here. Just to see if it's working. So, zoom out. It's actually kind of small, so I'm gonna grab that and bring it all the way out. And let it hit that ground right there. The plush is adorable and questionable. It looks like it's got a buff chin. Actually, I'm just gonna copy that. Don't take my word for it. That's what I got. That's the Waddle Dee plushie. So I'm just gonna put that in the corner. There. And brush. I said brush. There we go. So that is the Waddle Dee plushie. And all these Waddle Dees are actually quite cute. I'm gonna take the colors from either this Waddle Dee or this one. I didn't realize that was actually a chin. I'm actually quite concerned about Waddle Dee right now. So this is a sketch. I'm going to take all of these and put them into groups. And those will be my references. And above the sketch, actually below the sketch, I'm just going to start laying out some colors. I'm not going to clean up the sketch just yet. I'm just going to test the colors to see if I like them. Just in case I don't. So we're gonna get a hard round brush right now because I'm not really into dealing with all the fuzziness. So what I found out is my opacity needs to move up so that I don't get that weird discoloration and so that my colors can be clean. I am going to go with the pen tool, I guess. And I work a lot in Illustrator, so this is the easier selection tool for me. But if you're willing to spend some time with it, it can do more detailed selections than what you're about to see me do. I'm just doing a quick selection to get the colors. And there we go. Then we're gonna go over to a tab that's not currently open but should be open, Pats. We're gonna go to selecting, and I'm just gonna fill it. Control Z, inverse, and fill. And then we're gonna go in with the brush and clean that up. So that red's really, really bright. That saved me a lot of time. Yay. And let's see. Instead of having a moat, you could put the little anime sweat popping off its head. That's actually a pretty good idea. I could do that. So let's go into sketch. I'm gonna switch with that. Come here and move that down to black. Switch my brush back to the soft round brush. And anime sweat drop. Which one do I want to use? There's so many. I guess I'll just use a cute one. So let's turn the color off for a bit. Whoops. I forgot the opacity was down, so let's go back down to there. I think it's too small for the emoji, so I'm actually gonna... Okay, where is my... There we go. So... And then... Huge anime sweat drop. There. You should be able to see that set drop from the top of Mount Everest. So, let's see what has been happening this week while I'm drawing. I don't have a new artist of the week. I actually haven't really found any artists. Thank you for your suggestion, Mary. I actually haven't found any artists that I'm really into this week. I'm still exploring the art in Stardew Valley since I haven't really paid much attention to it. So, pixel art. Last week we made it all the way to winter, and one of our regular viewers, Fawn, who informed me that they won't be able to be here today, kind of missed the winter, so we stopped at winter last week. Yeah. But there we go. And then we go to the brush. And I haven't switched back to the hard round brush yet, so now I'm gonna just sample from here. That's a shadow. Should be sampling from there. And just like that. So we're just gonna have Waddle Dee here. brown brush. The reason I'm not really cleaning up the sketch right now is because I'm gonna try a new style. Still haven't really been secure in my style, so I'm not gonna say that I have a style right now. I'm just having fun experimenting and seeing what I like. And there is the colors. The phone in that one is black, but I'm thinking maybe something with a greener tinge might pop next to this, or maybe a bluer tinge, like that. So it looks black, it reads black, but it's actually blue. And I think these colors are actually pretty good. So this might be our palette for today. Actually, let me just do that. And then switch to the red. And since we use this blue, we're just gonna move up on that same value range for the sweat drop. And one of these eyes are actually a very interesting shade. Whoops. Do I want to change them is the question. So we're gonna zoom in. And one of these eyes are actually brown. So we're just gonna go in there and get brown. Do I leave the cell phone? Yes. Alright. So now that we've basically got our color palette, what I'm gonna do is hit the erase tool, come over here and erase that, come into sketch and erase that. I'm gonna get rid of that and that. And what we're gonna do is just erase everything that isn't really needed here, because now I'm gonna clean up the sketch. So first things first, on the sketch palette, I'm gonna select the brush and get these colors. So that's 1, 2, 3, oops. Oh, come on. All right. All right. There we go. Just a little freezing with my tablet, but these things happen. And there we go. So we're just gonna do that and turn that off. Everything from here on out, we won't be using the references for. This is gonna be our quick sketch. So, hit D. Now I'm gonna switch to my actual brush, which is my, where is it? My charcoal pencil brush, where I'm gonna do another sketch of this. I'm gonna actually work out proportions and everything now, not just a quick And he had like rounder cheeks here. That makes the eyes right here. Let me turn that off. Okie dokie. And I'm just gonna sketch. Let's experiment with the eyes. Let's see. So Waddle Dee has another pair of eyes that I actually like. I'm gonna experiment with them. And it's these little line eyes. Nope. Huh? That one's cuter. This one's a little bit more harsh, and I think that's because of the charcoal lines. Well, we'll just keep drawing and seeing. Alright, so did my experiment, didn't like it. We're gonna move to our inking brush. Mhm. W. Changing the color of the lines. And there we go. So definitely for emojis, we use thicker lines. That might be too thick. Let's see, Control R, or maybe just R. Okay, so the tool I'm trying to use only works with a specific mode of Photoshop, which I had to disable so that the stream would work today. So I'm not going to be able to rotate my canvas, so we're going to see how that works. And it would seem we have to erase everything because I'm on the wrong layer. Whoops. That last one is a no. That last one's not very good. Hmm. Nope, I don't like that. There we go. Okay. And we're gonna zoom in there. There we go. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. So we basically got all the main parts inked. I'm gonna go in with my eraser tool and just erase that right there. Okay. And then I don't like how this line came out, so I'm actually going to erase that as well. And this one is coming out a lot better. Trying to keep it the same thickness and consistency. We're gonna go here and there we go. And then we're gonna just adjust for the discoloration. So perhaps the discoloration might work better. I wish you guys could see the amount of gymnastics I have to do this without rotating the canvas. My whole arm changes shape. All right. There we go. Not that last stroke. There we go. And there. And then I'm gonna hit the eraser tool and sharpen that edge. Okay. So we've got lopsided little bunny lines. Ah. This is why I spend my time in Illustrator. Well, let's see. I really dislike these lines, so I'm not going to use them. Simple as that. Just not going to use them. Just gonna go regular old painter style. And practice while I'm off air and you guys can't see me. Personally, it has to be this brush. Alright, so we're gonna go here. And this is the default brush that comes in Photoshop. It's not really any special brush. Now I can turn on back the references. Not that one. Not that one. This one. And we'll just steal that color there. And that's why. So we're just gonna turn that off. Turn it on again. That color is a bit can I make it lighter? It's a bit too bright for my taste. There we go. Didn't think I'd be drawing Waddle Dee today, honestly. Thought I'd be drawing Kirby. Thought I'd be working in pinks. Oh well. We'll turn this off. We're gonna go over here with our teardrop or sweat drop, whichever one. Let's hit that again. And that teardrop is not standing out, so we're gonna go over here. And we're gonna come all the way up, saturate it a little bit more, and see if that will help it out. A lot of work to put into an emoji. Probably should have done it in Illustrator. But too late now. So already I'm gonna see that the lines that I have around the teardrop are lines that I'm going to drop. Grab this in here. I'm gonna come around the skin here. And yeah. Make it bigger. So we're gonna brush right up along the edge of that phone, because when I take this off, I do still want that sharpish edge. I'm gonna sacrifice that teardrop for now. Get my lines back. And get that softer edge. Okay. Now we're gonna get his eyes. And what I'm going to do here is duplicate this layer. Gonna alt that so that comes back over. Merge these down. And then I'm gonna hit multiply on this. And since that is black, let's actually try and get some, maybe this color instead. Alt. We want to actually multiply it or color it, whichever one you want. And we're gonna merge that down. Okay, we're gonna put that at normal. Then we're gonna merge it down. Then we're gonna go multiply. And the whole purpose of that is so that when I add the shadows, it won't look too weird. Downside of that is I think I just deleted my whole palette, which is okay. Completely okay. Because I already have the palette here. So this is a multiply. I'm going to lock it, come down here and get my regular. And then I'm gonna switch to white. Take this off. Switch again. Okay. So this is actually feeling a bit weird. Come over here, hit that, hit D. The brush. And start taking out the lines. Not all of them, just enough so that we can read what's going on in the artwork. All the lines over here, I'm probably gonna take out. Particularly the lines on the sweat drop. And everything in here. We're gonna go in here, grab the brush again, Alt, reinforce this area here. Okay, go back here, hit D. And okay, much cleaner. Come in here and begin painting. So we bring that down. We'll go in and erase those eyes later. Come here and hit that. 4. And now we can just paint. So we're almost to the point where I won't need that anymore. And we're looking at white. I said white. Jeez on. Probably going to use a hard brush on these. Not probably, definitely going to use a hard brush on these. And then we turn this on. Okay. So all of a sudden, this is looking purple, which means this color might actually be purple. And it is. So that doesn't look purple to me, but it turns out it actually is purple. So what I'm gonna do is move that down like 50 shades. Grab this and move it down to here. Nope. Okay, let's just hit multiply and grab the color itself. Okay. So the red is way too overpowering for the blue. I'm only going to have to leave it on the red itself. So, makes sense. And erase. And brush. And there. Hmm. Okay, opacity is 100. Let's take that down to 40. Control D. And and delete. So now that we don't need that anymore, we're gonna go D, go down to here, go down to the inking brush, take my opacity down, and do is hit multiply, and we're gonna hide the lines and the shadows. So this is still an experiment. I do my experiments here where they don't affect anything else. So let's see. And oh, sorry, Corey. I did not get the notification of your comment. Just noticed. Hi. Thanks for stopping by. Here, have lots of hearts. Sorry. No, it's not Kirby. It's Waddle Dee. It's Waddle Dee. At least that's what I'm being told it is. It does seem to be Waddle Dee. Maybe he did swallow the computer juice. Mm, I'm just checking my notifications right now to make sure that I'm not missing anything else. And we'll see. Just making sure we're not missing anything else. Mm. So at 9 o'clock, I'm gonna start the Facebook tutorial because I did promise that, and it's 8:20 right now. Um, Waddle Dee is another character in the Kirby universe. I don't know much about the Kirby universe, so I can't give you a whole backstory on it. What I can tell you is that he's orange and doesn't have a mouth. And that's about all I can tell you about Waddle Dee, because that's about all I know. And we don't want that to be an eraser. We want it to be a inking brush. So I don't know. I don't know what Waddle Dee's backstory is. I can try and think up one for him right now, if it might help you. I like to think of him as a Kirby that just got sunburnt or something. Or maybe over roasted. Like a well roasted Kirby. That sounds nice. Summer's coming up. That sounds like it could work. Waddle Dee is now officially a well roasted Kirby, and that's all that was meant to happen. We can just scrap everything right now. In order to get a Waddle Dee, what you do is you get a Kirby and you put it on the grill and you just slow roast him. And that is how you achieve the perfect Waddle Dee color. Slow roasted Kirby's. Mm. Hmm. Nope, that ain't working. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see. Mhm. Alright, so the Facebook tutorial starts at 9, which is in about half an hour. So I'm just going to get this done. Create a quick background for it, and I'll show you how to create 3D photos with our new emoji on Facebook. Okay, let's grab that color. And let's switch back the brush. Switching between hard and soft brushes to try and get some clean edges for this emoji. Okay, switch there, switch the brush, and we're gonna do this with a soft brush. And what I'm going to do is come here, with the white, come here with the blue, and do white again. Now this is Kirby on a white background. I'm going to clip the Discord dark background just so I can see how it's gonna look on that. Copy that, Control V, not working, just paste. Oh, it did work, except it ended up below. So we're gonna do that, grab that color, and fill. And that's how it's gonna look on the dark Discord background. sort of glowy, but I have to make sure it reads in dark mode and light mode. And since I want it to be sort of transparent, I'm just gonna put some of that color in there. Grab the blue again. And there we go. Not there. And I think I'm just gonna grab this color. Click here, grab the color here. And go along there. So what we're doing is just a little bit of lighting there. Grab this and not along there, but along here. And I'm gonna give Waddle Dee freckles because I want to. So mostly because I want an excuse to use this brush. So I'm gonna go over here, hit overlay, multiply, darken, I think if I turn it down, and then I can just hit erase on this layer. Take my opacity way down. There we go. One freckleful Waddle Dee. And we're gonna take that way down, take the flow way down. All right. Then we're gonna change the color to white. Turn the opacity up. And since it's not working, I'm gonna bring the flow up. Yeah. Reason it wasn't working, delete, erase. I said erase, man. Okay, let's try this again. and erase. So now I'm just gonna give them textures. Whoops. Rude. And switch. Switch. Whoops. Okay. Mm-hmm. Control E, merge that down. And we want to drop a stroke on all of this. We want the stroke to be outside. Size is 0.1 pixel. Okay. Multiply. Gradient. Whoa. That's interesting. So I'm gonna cancel that. That did not work out so well. So what I'm gonna do is this. Select modify border. Select modify border. I'm gonna make that border around 10 pixels. Select modify expand 10 pixels. And let's try this again. Select modify expand. We're gonna go 20 pixels. Now we're going to select and smooth. Smooth it at around 5 pixels. Then we're gonna put smooth again at 5. D control. Okay, we don't want to smooth it then. Turn that off. Hmm. Hmm. Not liking it. Gonna delete it. All right, it's about 10 minutes to the Facebook thing, so now I need to start thinking about what kind of background I want for this thing. Okay. Okay, so it's 3 minutes to 9 o'clock. I'm gonna do a quick star background for this. And now I'm gonna show you guys how to do the Facebook 3D photo. Alright, so this is going to be our new emoji for the Discord. So we're gonna make that super small. And here's how you make the Facebook 3D photograph. So first, we're gonna save this file, save, and this is going to be call the police emoji. Or no, we're just gonna call it police, because one word is easier than the other. And this is our new emoji. Now this is on several, how do I put this? How the Facebook 3D photos work is that they take a depth map and they take the actual image and they combine the two to create a 3D effect. So what I'm gonna do now is go to the Facebook page and actually what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna embed it. So hold on. I'm gonna come here, embed, copy, and let's see, advanced settings. We're gonna come over to the portfolio website that I'm currently editing. And we're gonna create a brand new page, and it's gonna be a splash page, centered splash. It's going to be test. So we're gonna create the page. And I'm only doing this so that you guys can see, how do I put this? So that you guys can see the effects in action. So I'm just deleting everything. And I'm about to create a window where you can see this. So first things first, let's embed it, paste, embed. Ooh. It's not working. Of course I would choose now not to work. It's okay. So I'm gonna use another artist whose work I rather like. And I'm gonna show it to you. So All right, so it's working with me. And it's gonna be window capture, add source, add new source, and we're gonna capture from Chrome. Okay, it's not working. So I can't show it to you, you're gonna just have to trust me. Or I can search for an example on YouTube that I can show you guys. So let's go here. And this is going to be okay. So let me do the tutorial first and I'll show you the results. What you do is you save the image as how it is currently. So I saved it as a JPEG. Then you're going to turn your image into a black and white grayscale image. How the Facebook depth map work is that the whitest image is closest to you and the darkest image is furthest from you. So what I'm going to do is create a simple foreground, middle ground, and background. So I'm going to turn this black, the background black. I'm going to go to simple gray and turn not these, but these. Yeah, these. All right, see with me, right? Gonna turn these gray. This black. And then I'm gonna select this whole image right here. And we're gonna fill these with white. So we're gonna turn this off and fill it with white. So you can get more detailed with this. I'm doing a really simple version as a really quick tutorial. Control D, there. Get down that size so we can actually see our brush. Okay. Let's just go to the paint bucket tool and see if we can fill that. And we'll fill the rest in with our brush. So our entire character will be the foreground image. And you want to make sure to get every single aspect of this, because if you use gradients, it's gonna take the gradient and turn it into a depth map as well. In fact, maybe I should show you how to do that. What we want to do here is I'm gonna come in with the gradient. I'm gonna change it to a radial gradient, and we are going to want a gradient that's going from black to white. And black is the furthest, so I'm gonna stretch from here. So we're gonna click here, stretch from here to the center. And then I'm going to select an inverse, Control Z, image. I want to invert the gradient. And this is going to be the depth mapped for image. So black is the furthest, the gray is the middle ground, and white is going to be our, white is going to be our closest. The reason I'm hesitating, Control Z, is because I actually want this white to be a little bit, like that. Then I'm going to go in here and invert and stretch it out a little bit more. Image adjustments, invert. All right, so that will give it just a little bit of depth, but not too much. These are actually a little bit too close in color to the white background, so I'm gonna move that closer to here. Make sure I'm on the right layer and press fill. And this is the important part. You want to file, save this. So I'm clicking save as. And you're gonna save this depth map as the exact same name you had it before, underscore in common letters depth. So I'm doing that now. So right now this is saved as police underscore depth. I'm saving it as a JPEG. And I'm gonna turn these off, turn back on the colored version. And these are going to be white. And the reason I'm doing this is because I forgot to save it. JPEG, make sure they're in the same file format, and save. Now what you do with these two images is, if you're on a computer, nothing special, you simply go onto Facebook, click photo and video, upload both images at the same time, not separately. Freelancing, nope. I'm talking to myself. So you upload both images at the same time, open, and Facebook should automatically recognize them. You'll know it's working when it loads and a little box with 3D in the middle pops up and it says creating 3D photo. And this is test number 2. I'm going to post it. And since it's there, what I'm going to do is see if I can click it. Can I get a URL for this? Let's see if I can. So let's see if I can't copy it. So this currently works. I'm going to see if I can paste this into Discord and have it work. No, but the link does work. So now I can actually show you what it does. So I'm gonna go here, click this, and copy the link, All right. So now I can copy the link and I'm going to show you guys what it looks like from my point of view. So there we go. And done. I want to turn that on. Put it here and transition. So this is what it looks like from my point of view. And now I'm going to see if hopefully this is translating. This is Facebook's new 3D image feature. So as you can see, the background, middle ground is moving. I created a gradient on the main character, so it looks round. I could actually do this for each and every object, but I'm hoping you guys are seeing that. If I'm going to leave this link in the description, and I'm going to drop it in the comment box, and you guys can click on it and play with it as you feel. I'm going to provide both the depth map and okay, so yes, I'm going to provide the depth map for all of you guys. And I'm going to leave a link. And that's how you do Facebook's new 3D photo. So if you move your mouse over this, all right, so that's a quick tutorial on how to do this. Just remember, the most important part of this is that you have to name the files the exact same name. For the depth map, you must add underscore depth to it. That is in common, or well, I call them common letters, lowercase letters. Depending on where you grow up, it's different in lowercase letters. And I'm now about to add Waddle to the Discord as an emoji that everyone can access. So hope you guys like it. That's basically it for our stream today. There hasn't really been anything. I'm gonna put a link to this in the description so that you guys can see it. Link to 3D image. And if you have any questions, you can ask me about it. So we're gonna delete that. So it's the world's longest link. Don't worry about it. It's supposed to be that size. And that link should lead you to the 3D image. That's all we did for today. I've basically covered everything, so I'm just gonna relax, mess with Waddle Dee in Discord. And thanks for joining me. We're gonna be ending early today. It's currently 9:16. Okay. And thanks for joining me. Hold on. I'm gonna send you guys lots of hearts. Feel free to like or subscribe. If there's anything you want me to figure out how to do and teach you guys how to do it, let me know. You can join the Discord. The link is in the description of this video, but I'm gonna put it here. You can also find what I'm up to on Instagram. Thanks for joining me today, guys. Love you.